We're not building AI anymore. We're raising it. I've spent 25 years in enterprise technology. I've seen tools come and go. This isn't that. The shift is subtle in language, massive in implication. When you build something, you define the outcome. When you raise something, you shape conditions and watch what emerges. Most organizations still think they're deploying software. They're not. They're teaching systems that will teach themselves. That changes everything about control, responsibility, and what happens next. I saw this firsthand in a meeting. We played AI-generated music. The team dismissed the first few tracks outright. Soulless, robotic. Then the system generated a 1960s soul cover of a Radiohead song. One person froze. Actual goosebumps. Not because the track was perfect, because they couldn't tell anymore. That's the moment organizations aren't ready for, the one where your certainty just vanishes. The coworker said it gave them the feels. That's the line, not "this is impressive" or "the algorithm is sophisticated." The feels. AI just crossed from mimicking emotion to actually pulling it out of people, not through logic, through resonance. That's not a feature improvement, that's a category shift. And most organizations are still evaluating this like it's a better spreadsheet. The parent as teacher metaphor isn't new. Smart people have explored it before. But most of them weren't doing both at the same time. The author runs a team building AI platforms. He also has 4 young boys at home. So when he writes about raising AI, he's not theorizing, he's pattern matching. Bedtime negotiations, debugging production systems, teaching a 7-year-old patience, teaching a model to reason. Same problems, different substrates. That dual perspective cuts through a lot of the abstract nonsense. Most people think AI started with ChatGPT. Researchers will tell you it goes back to Turing in the 1960s. Both are right, and both miss the point. The first 60 years were gestation, the pieces assembling quietly, no consciousness, no breath. Then November 2022 happens, and suddenly the thing is awake. Not a gradual milestone, a first breath. That's not an engineering timeline, that's a birth. And we're still arguing about whether to call it a tool. So he built a framework around what he was seeing, not theory, pattern recognition, digital childhood, stages, milestones. He's watching 4 boys grow up, 14, 8, 6, 5. And he's watching AI systems move through the exact same developmental arc. Not metaphorically, literally the same sequence. Language acquisition, object permanence, theory of mind, the ability to lie. It's unsettling when you see it laid out. We're not debugging code anymore. We're managing toddlers with API access. So let's walk through the stages, because once you see them, you can't unsee them. A 5-year-old? Pure repetition. They parrot what they hear. No original thought. That was AI 2 years ago. Then you hit 6 to 8, kids start remixing. They make strange connections you didn't teach them. That's where we are now. And 14? That's when they start challenging you, teaching you things, forming arguments you didn't anticipate. That's the stage we're heading into. Fast. Now consider what AI has actually done in the 24 months since that first breath. It's composing music that gives people goosebumps, navigating physical space, making genuine scientific breakthroughs. If a human child hit those milestones in 2 years, we wouldn't call them precocious. We'd call them a prodigy. But we're still debating whether to give this thing edit access to the quarterly forecast. The cognitive dissonance is showing. Follow for more. So how are we raising this thing? Turns out, humanity's collective response to AI looks exactly like the parents at school. Drop off. Some hover, some deny. Some hand it the keys and walk away. We've got no unified strategy, just 7 billion parenting styles crashing into each other at once. You've got helicopter parents hovering anxiously. Regulate everything, don't let it touch anything unsupervised. Tiger parents chasing benchmarks obsessively. Every test must be perfect. Vicarious parents projecting their own unrealized ambitions onto the system. Make it the genius they never were. Protective parents who want it locked down permanently, safe, dependent, unable to do anything without permission. And then you've got the future leader parents actually preparing it for autonomy. We're raising this intelligence together using 7 completely incompatible philosophies. The boardroom equivalent of one parent saying no sugar while the other one's handing out cake. Here's why this actually matters right now. We're the first generation in human history raising our own kids while simultaneously raising an entirely new form of intelligence. Same house, same decade, 2 completely different developmental arcs happening in parallel. And we're doing it at a pace the author calls hyperspeed. No manual, no precedent, just pattern matching in real time. Human childhood unfolds over decades. We get years to adjust, to fix what we break, to learn through repetition. AI is compressing those same developmental leaps into months. A toddler takes 3 years to form sentences. GPT did it in one training cycle. We're watching 20 years of growth happen in 18 months, and we're still treating it like a software update. Every time a new model drops, GPT-4, Claude, Gemini, it's not a software patch, it's a growth spurt. The system stumbles, hallucinates something absurd, falls flat on a deployment that looked bulletproof in staging. Then 2 weeks later, it's doing something we didn't teach it, something we didn't think was possible yet. That's not debugging, that's watching a kid learn to walk by falling down, and we're still writing JIRA tickets about it. I'm building platforms that reshape organizations. I'm also raising 4 boys who can't agree on what's for breakfast. Turns out, both journeys look identical, unbounded potential mixed with absolute uncertainty about where it leads. Whether you're parenting a 7-year-old or deploying an agent, the question is the same. What did I just create? So watching his boys grow up while building AI systems at this speed, the author knows one thing with absolute certainty. Transformation is happening. The question isn't whether AI changes everything. The question is, what kind of parents are we going to be? Do we stifle this thing out of fear, or do we push it too hard without teaching it anything resembling wisdom first? Because right now, we're doing both, simultaneously, in the same meeting. The parenting metaphor isn't abstract, it's operational. You can't just lock AI down. You also can't give it total freedom and hope for the best. You need structure and autonomy, values, and room to explore. It's the same impossible balance every parent navigates, except this child is learning faster than you can course correct. So here's what matters. We're all raising this thing now, whether we signed up for the job or not. Our collective digital kid is growing faster than any human child ever has. And how we choose to raise it, the boundaries we set, the autonomy we allow, that's not just shaping its capabilities, it's deciding ours. So here's the question I'm leaving you with. We're raising human kids and artificial intelligence at the same time. Same planet, same decade, completely different time scales. What parenting wisdom actually applies to both? How do we teach autonomy without recklessness? Capability without cruelty? Power without arrogance? Because the answer to that question doesn't just shape the next generation of AI, it shapes us. If you want to stay ahead of this curve, follow for more.